Hi YouTube, in this video we are going to go over a Toshiba hard drive recovery case we have here. It is a laptop hard drive. I believe it is a 1 terabyte. So the issue with this hard drive is it is completely dead, and basically you turn on the laptop and you get the message no operating system found. You cannot see the hard drive in the BIOS, and if you connect the hard drive to an enclosure or external hard drive case, the hard drive will not spin and will not turn on. So I'm gonna put it right now in external hard drive enclosure and turn it on, power it on. The computer will not detect it. It's connected through a USB to a desktop, and as you can see, the light is not flashing. The hard drive itself, the blotter, is not spinning, so it's completely dead. There's no power whatsoever or activity in the hard drive. So this is the case for this repair. Some hard drive you have to wait, and I put this for a few minutes and still nothing going on. So we'll turn it off and we'll try to look at the logic board. Basically that's where the power source get into the hard drive and communicate with the ARM, the blotter, and make things works. So what we will do is we will remove the little board in the back of the hard drive to take a look what causing the drive not to spin. Just we'll remove the 6 screws on the back of the board. As I said, this is in a situation where the hard drive completely dead. Some cases the hard drive is clicking, making a clicking noise, or it turn on and it turn off. That might be a separate issue. But in this scenario, from what we see, can be the board is not working. So the first thing I will do is just inspecting the board. See if there is any damaged component on the board. The connection looks fine on the hard drive, and the board looks okay. There is no liquid spill, there is no broken parts. Everything looks normal. So let's use the voltmeter to see if there is any short. A lot of times it can be just one of those caps is causing the issue, or it can be like a blow-in fuse. the voltmeter into continuity modes. It will beep if there is a short, so we should be able to detect that. Yep, you can hear it. Yeah, so there is a short. Definitely there is a short. So basically there is a short on the board, and we need to find out what's causing that. We will put the board under the microscope. It is a challenge to isolate a short on a board without having the schematic, knowing the reading on the components. So we will try to isolate some of the caps that most likely they might be the front line for causing a short. This is a small board and there is not a lot of components, so this is a good exercise. By isolating some of the removing some of those caps, we can see if it is bad or not. That's the only way. There is no easy way or magic way of finding what is causing the short. So we will remove this cap. Just apply the flex, use the heat gun, removed it, and we will test now. Yep, short is there. So that did not change anything. Let's remove the other one around the coil. And let's see. Let's test right now. As I said, it is just, isolating some of the suspected component that from experience I think it might be causing this issue. It's funny because it is most likely the same component in each board, just a design. So no short. So we'll put back the first one we removed, and let's test this cap. Let's test it. And see, yep, here you go. It's beeping. So that is the bad components. We have a good one in stock, so I will just replace it. Now This will clean the flux with some alcohol and install the board back into the hard drive. And we'll test. Hopefully this can take care of the issue. Still sometimes we have to still run a recovery on the drive itself, but our goal here is to restore the power. So when we restore the power, we still might run a recovery using the PC 3000 or some other tools. Just put the screws back. Light is flashing normal. So at this point, the first thing we'll do, transfer the data. If we can access the drive, just move all the data manually or use a recovery tools to rescue the data. I hope this video was informative. We will try to post more content about different scenarios and different hard drives, probably SSD as well. So stay tuned.